I decided to make a trivia game called So You Think You're Smart. I designed this logo and the play button and the high scores and the little shadow effect and everything in Illustrator. I decided on a green background because green is the smart color, apparently. So if we click play, we get our first question and we get 10 seconds to answer it. Which German city is famous for the perfume it produces? Cologne, obviously. So these questions they start off easier and get harder the further along we go. Who invented the telephone? Bell. Spanish artist said he would eat his wife when she died. I think it's Dali. Who discovered penicillin? I would never know this, but I know it because I've seen these questions a lot. Fleming. Where's Mohsen? I just got this wrong recently, so I know it's Spain. What are the first three words of the Bible? Everybody knows this. Which planet is nearest the sun? Mercury. How many dots are there on a dice? Not as many as I would think. I think it's 28. No, it is 42. Yeah. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Da Vinci. What's the name of the clock in London? Big Ben. Where's the smallest bone in the body? I believe it's the ear. Yeah. What did Joseph Priestley discover in 1774? I don't know. Uranium. No. Oxygen. Oh, I got it right. When did the First World War start? I think 1914. Who lived at 21B Baker Street? This is Dickens. Okay, so I think I got sort of the maximum you can get. We got a good score, 2,700 for the score is based on how many correct answers you give and in as little of time as you give it in. We got the highest rating the game offers, which is Einstein. The rating starts you off at a fourth grade rating, and then if you get 5 correct answers, you get bumped up to Dean's List, and then if you get 10 or more, you get Einstein. So that's how the ratings work. They're pretty simple. So if we look at what's going on here, I just have some global variables for the gameplay. The seconds keep track of, no, the seconds, I guess that's to restart the clock to 10. We got a timer function, keeps track of your right and wrong answers, score, and then by default you start off with a fourth grade rating. Our questions are just stored in arrays. I've broken them up into easy, medium, and hard, which you start off with the easy. If you get 3 correct, you move on to medium, and then 3 more, you move on to hard. Typically, these answers would be stored online and we would import them, but for the scope of this project, they are local. On did load, we're going to display a question and start the timer. There's our run timer function. Update timer, so if we get a correct answer, the timer gets updated and restarted. Display question. So this goes into the array and gets a random number, which mainly means we're selecting a question at random. It also keeps track of what questions we have already selected so that the same questions don't pop up again. And it also keeps track of which is the correct answer. So out of the 4 that are listed, which one is correct? So the game remembers which one is correct. So when the user selects one, we know which one is the correct one. So each time they submit an answer, if it's correct, we determine the next question and display it. If they guess wrong, we keep a tally of how many wrong answers they're at. If you get 3 wrong answers, it's game over. So we're going to disable the buttons and call the game over function with the game over procedures. Here's the meat and potatoes of the determine next question. And then here's where if we get over 5 correct answers, our rating gets bumped up to Dean's List. If we get over 10, our rating gets bumped up to Einstein. Display question. Then here's our disable buttons function, and then our game over final procedures. So that's my little iOS Mac app game.